For the Republican battle for the U.S. Senate, it appears to be shaping up right here in Connecticut.
A new Quinnipiac University poll shows former Congressman Shays closing the gap in a potential primary race with Linda McMahon.
Our chief political correspondent, Mark Davis, live in our Hartford newsroom with the breakdown of the numbers. Mark?
Hi, Darren and Sonia. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford newsroom. Just about 8 weeks to the state party conventions, a little over 4 months to the primaries. Former WWE CEO Linda McMahon is continuing her small business tours around the state, but it appears some potential Republican primary voters are picking someone else. Former 4th District Congressman Shays may not have the money or name recognition she has, but since his formal entry into the race, his numbers have gone up. The new poll shows her at 51% and Shays at 42%.
He now trails McMahon by 9 points. In September, he was down by 15 points. The other piece of good news in this poll for Shays is that he's the stronger general election candidate against the Democrats.
The poll among all voters shows 5th District Democratic Congressman Chris Murphy ahead of McMahon by 15 points in a potential final election matchup. And in a matchup against former Secretary of the State Susan Bysiewicz, McMahon loses by 10 points. But if Shays is the Republican nominee, it's a dead heat against Bysiewicz. Virtually the same result in a potential Shays versus Murphy matchup in the fall.
Shays is the stronger general election candidate because he does better with independent voters. He would carry the independent vote in the general election, but McMahon would lose the independent vote.
Among the two leading Democrats at this stage of the game, Murphy appears to be the clear-cut leader among Democrats who have made a decision. Murphy gets 37% to 25% for Bysiewicz.
The key thing about the Democratic primary race is that it's largely unsettled. A very large percentage of Democratic primary voters are undecided.
Quinnipiac also polled the potential Republican primary voters in next month's presidential preference primary. That's right, we have a Republican presidential preference primary coming up on April 24th, and those results show Mitt Romney clearly ahead of Rick Santorum by 23 points. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.